Welcome to AA Talks Ball, man. This is the 5 things we learned as it's Liverpool 1, Everton 0 in such a key win in this title race. Oh, did I enjoy that one. To beat those Scum in what will be such an important win. 8 games to go, now 12 clear, because we know it with those lot, man. They don't live for anything but to try and ruin what we're going for. They don't have their own purpose, their own aims, their own ambitions. Useless club, man. So good to get a win over those today, man. I'm over the moon. But anyway, I think on the whole, yes, like the game, it's such a good result, and in the end, that's all that matters. I think it was a decent performance. I thought it was very flat in the first half, but I thought the second half was very impressive. I thought we completely dominated it. They didn't really have any real shots on goal or any real big chances apart from towards the end, but even then it wasn't any clear-cut chances, and I thought we just grew into the game very well. After we got the goal, I thought we were really quite dominant, so that was really good to see after a first half which was a little bit shaky. But I think that kind of covers my overarching views. I'm really most concerned about the result. Like I said, first half a bit disappointing, but we grew well. Let's kind of go straight into the 5 things and dissect a couple of the key points. So I think firstly for me, oh, by the way, guys, on my 5 things, I've added a little color code now, so you'll see that when it comes up. But the first one, we won, so I've got to start positive. I want to shout out my man of the match today, who was Diaz. So, of course, he gets a green and he goes in first. I thought he was superb today. I was a little bit dejected when I saw the lineup. I just thought, I don't know why Slot is going for the same front four, which looked very flat in the Champions League and got us knocked out, and looked very flat against Newcastle and also played a part in getting us in us losing the finals. I was about to say us getting knocked out, but it was a final, so we just lost it. And I was just thinking I would have really gone for Gakpo, but Diaz proved me wrong today. I thought he was good. I thought he was lively in the first half. Still a very much Diaz sort of performance in that first half, and there were a couple of mistakes, but I think because Everton were triple marking Salah, he had a lot more space on his side, and he had the Everton fullback isolated, and he beat him a couple of times, a couple of cutbacks, and he looked a little bit dangerous. It would have been nicer to have a bit better final action, but I believe that came in the second half where he got even more lively. He, of course, assisted Jota's goal. He also had a shot which was just about cleared off the line, I think it was. He looked really dangerous, and for me, he was definitely the man of the match. So hats off to him. I was, a little bit worried about the way that he would perform, but I really liked it, man. So yeah, man, absolutely hats off to him, and I was really excited to see that performance. Moving on, I spoke about that first half being flat, and before I talk about what I feel contributed to that first half being quite flat, I've got to talk about a key event in that first half where I saw attempted murder. PGMOL, you are the second thing. We learned that you are crap. And I'm going to make Howard Webb the face of this, because I don't even know who the ref was today, but it doesn't matter whoever it is. The standard in this country is so bad. That tackle by Tarkowski, I know you know what I'm talking about. That's why I haven't even said it. That tackle by Tarkowski on McAllister was an absolute joke. And I know people are going to talk about the fact he got the ball. I don't care. The follow through was ridiculous. And the thing is, for me, you see with Tarkowski's follow through, sometimes when a player gets the ball and he follows through and you can tell it's accidental, he's not gone in too out of control, and he sort of maybe comes up on the player's ankle, and and it looks a bit worse in slow motion, and I'm like, for me, I would keep that as a yellow. Tarkowski knows exactly what he's doing. He was very reckless with the way he went in with that tackle, because he wanted to leave one in on McAllister, and he nearly chops him in half. If McAllister's foot is a bit more planted and he doesn't go as ahead of Tarkowski as he did, and Tarkowski gets full contact on his leg, he breaks his leg. It's an absolute joke. That is a red. I don't know how VAR is watching that and is not giving him a red card. Like, I just don't understand it at all. It hurts my head, man. Like, I'm laughing because it's genuinely like funny that they're that bad, but it's so concerning, and I just don't know what Howard Webb is doing with these refs. Redo their training, man. An absolute joke. A big fat red for them, man. Oh my days. A big fat red, man. Disgrace. Thirdly, I'm still on the grumpy bus, so let's talk a little bit more about that first half. For me, I feel like a big part of that first half, sorry, being quite flat was the lineup. Again, Slot, I just don't get why he refuses to change anything. I thought across that front six, we should have had some changes, man. I would have probably changed one of Gravenberch and McAllister. They were both pretty good today, but even still, I felt Gravenberch was quite good, but I feel like, maybe McAllister, there could have been a little bit of a change there. I thought across that front four, I said at the start of the video, I really thought we could have had some changes there, man. Bring in Harvey Elliott, we're going to play a deep block. I don't think Szoboszlai did much. I thought, to be fair, Diaz played well. I would have played Gakpo, but that's fine. But Jota, I know he scored, but even still, maybe have Chiesa in there, play him as a bit of a false nine. And for throughout the game, for Chiesa and Harvey Elliott to not even get any minutes after being our best players in the final, I just thought it was ridiculous. And I'm really not liking his lineup inflexibility. And I just thought, on another day where Beto finishes, one of those, well, he finished one of them, but he was offside, but he finishes that second one where, our defenders made a meal of it, but still, I just think on another day, we could be going 1-0 down into that first half, and then it's going to be a very long day against Everton's deep block, and we probably leave with a draw. So I still feel like, for me with Slot, I just need to see some more flexibility in those lineups and squad selection. I just really don't get why he insists on persisting with the same lineup that has been looking flat for weeks. It's so odd. So he gets a red for me, which is a bit harsh. But I can't give it even an amber because I don't really like to get too swayed by results. I really look at performances, and for me, I've got to give that a red because please, bro, just start being a little bit more flexible. Anyway, let's move on. The fourth thing is Jota, who gets an amber. So Jota got the all-important goal today. What a goal it was, by the way. Absolutely rolled back the years with that goal, man. I was looking at it, made a little joke on my TikTok where I put my glasses on and I was like, I can't be seeing the Jota of now that I've been watching this season. I must have been watching the Jota from 2 or 3 years ago in that post-COVID season. Remember the red top with the orange sort of a collar on it? Honestly, that goal reminded me of the goal he scored against Arsenal, where he just kind of walked through them, went past Ramsdale and hit it into the open net. The way he just kind of, he's got such a nice little shift on him when he's at his best. He just kind of walked through Everton's defence, kind of shifting it from right to left. And then it's a lovely little finish across Pickford, man. He rolled back the years with that finish. But the reason why he gets an amber, even though I love that goal and cheered it with all my heart, is because, again, he was quite flat across that game. He wasn't the best. He really wasn't the best. We're struggling to hold things up. We're struggling to really link up with other players. I'm still a bit unsure about him in general. But like I said, that goal was really good. So hopefully we can see more now. And like I said, it was a real flashback to the Jota of the past. So I just want to look at the positive that maybe we can see more. But still a little bit flat for me, which is why I can't give it a full green. But again, it's the all-important goal and it gets us the result. So hats off to you, Jota, overall, still, for that. And lastly, the last thing I want to speak about is, listen, I could speak about Curtis Jones and Gravenberch, who were, certain contenders for the man of the match. I thought Curtis Jones was excellent at right back. I thought Gravenberch looked really good, quite refreshed. His passing was a little bit hearsay or thersay at times, but I thought his defending was really good and he looked a lot sharper. But I actually want to talk about Van Dijk and Konate. I'll make Van Dijk the face of it because I feel like he's he's the senior defender, the best defender in the league, and you expect more from him. And funny enough, even though I'm kind of starting off a little bit negatively, I'm going to give them a green because that first half was crazy. They were making Beto look like prime Drogba. Carragher said it himself at halftime on Sky Sports. It was bizarre. The few times that Beto was getting in on the counter, he didn't even get that much service. He was causing havoc for us. He makes the blindside run behind Van Dijk. Konate doesn't react quick enough for me. We get so lucky that he's just offside, and then he gets that goal disallowed. And then the second big chance he has, where he hits the post. The two of them are all over the place. Van Dijk with I don't know why he's trying to nick it and not, going into a foot race with Beto, and he's falling all over the place. Bro, it was it was all over the place that first half. Like, the two of them, I was like, honestly, like, I wanted Slot to just give them both a whack on their head, because I was like, bro, they're playing like they're drunk. But I thought in that second half, they really reacted well, and they absolutely shut down Beto, shut down the whole of Everton's attack. Moyes ended up having to, hook Beto and get Broho on to try and get something out of the game. But I thought they reacted so well, and they were a real key part in us absolutely dominating that second half. So I just wanted to kind of talk about their real game of two halves, because they really made me laugh today. I don't know what that was, but anyway, overall, a real good win. As I said at the start of the video, 12 clear now. I feel like it's just a matter of getting a couple of more wins on the belt and just really sealing this title and having in the end, a very good first season under Slot, and probably having a very busy summer. But we'll talk about that another time. 1-0 to Liverpool. Absolutely beautiful to see Everton come to Anfield and leave with nothing. With that lucky draw that you had at Goodison given too much. But anyway, we move, man. And I really feel like we might just be PL champions at the end of this season. I absolutely love it, man. Peace, like, subscribe, and all of that lovely stuff. You know the deal.